Divorce Bait may be one of the funniest films I've seen in quite a while. What was it about Alexis or the premise itself that really made you want to be a part of this movie?
Well, I've been wanting to do a romantic comedy for a long time. And I've also experienced divorce myself. So I definitely resonated with the character a lot in terms of, the neurotic tendencies that she had of feeling insecure, post already been through divorce and, trying to find love again. So I definitely got her. I was like, oh my God, I get this character. And I know some of my friends have also that experienced divorce. And even not just divorce, I think anyone who's come out of a relationship that has been somewhat traumatizing, or, had a bad experience, it does kind of make you feel insecure. So yeah, I was like, I get this. And we can find a way to make this funny and laugh about it.
Is that also then what triggers her into this path of, all right, let's see which one of our friends is going to go after each one of us first?
Yeah, definitely for sure. Seeing that some of her friends are also going through divorce now, but they're, kind of dating each other. It kind of triggers her to thinking of, well, can I really trust my friends again? And she's already experienced this once. And, it's just that journey of finding yourself again and feeling, secure in your relationship, right? But it's definitely a trigger of seeing other people, date each other post uh, a relationship, which I think, when people are grown adults, if it's available, people can speak and say, "Hey, I want to date this person." Um, I think people have the right to move on and be happy, with who they feel. But definitely it gets her thinking if something is going to happen to make her husband go away and her go experience divorce.
Well, I think you and Justin had such great chemistry. It was so palpable. You guys had comedic chemistry, you had personal, relationship chemistry. Were you familiar with his work or him at all before working together on this?
Not at all. It all just kind of happened like magic, to be honest. I came on literally a week before we started shooting. Um, and I remember we had the table read via Zoom because it was during the pandemic, and I had just got the script and I was reading the script almost like um out loud for the first time. Uh and and and, and we all, even in the Zoom, felt like when we were done having the table read, that we all had amazing chemistry. And I was like, okay, if this we're having good chemistry via Zoom, then I can only imagine how it's going to be on set, and it was very much like there was this beautiful synergy between all of us that just kind of came together without us even knowing each other.
Well, I think almost every scene is funnier than the last, whether you guys are going out on these dates, whether you're stabbing an ex with a pencil in the thigh, anything went with this movie. Is there a favorite romantic partner that you shared a scene with? Is there a memorable moment you had? I mean, all of these scenes, I'm telling you, had me in stitches of all the people who are trying to court you and Justin.
uh, oh, I love to hear that. Yeah, no, I know, just every scene with every person. We with Justin, a lot of our scenes were very loving, but also very fun at the same time. We definitely played around, and with some of the big bickering back and forth between partners, and we had fun with that. And with Eric, it was very much of like Eric Fellows. It was very much of like the ex-boyfriend, coming back to charm you. So we had a lot of fun with that as well, just being flirty and being silly, and also kind of playing that push-pull game with him. So no, every scene with every actor, it was different, but also fun.
Well, I think it's so the dialogue is so funny. Is that what you're saying? You were improv a little bit here and there, so you guys could play off each other in different scenes?
Yeah, for sure. There was definitely a lot of room for improvisation. Um, the directors and the writers were very open with that, and it allowed us to have fun, insert things here and there when it felt appropriate to the character, to the storyline. Um, and so, yeah, there was definitely a lot of improv and ad-libbing that just kind of came about from the synergy that we had together and the chemistry between all of us, not just the actors, but the with the writers and the director, Patrick. He was very open to allowing us to play to see what worked, and kind of giving us that freedom.
I imagine it was difficult for you all to keep your faces, focused and not cracking up during specific scenes. Was there someone who was harder to keep it together, or were there certain scenes where it was harder for you all not to break?
Um, no, I mean, for the most part, we did break a lot. We didn't really break. Actually, we had like a little bit of rehearsal, and before each take, and we would just kind of be like, "All right, let's get it out. Let's get all the laughs out now," because when it comes time to shoot, we can't be laughing. But yeah, no, for the most part, it was we kept it pretty together. I think we just kind of played on the seriousness of uh of the intensity of the characters. But usually, once it was done, we would just bust out laughing.
I know what I think it is that's going to make Divorce Bait such a fast fan favorite rom-com. I think I've gushed about your acting and about the premise a lot so far. But what do you think it is about Divorce Bait that's really going to make it a fast fan favorite film?
Oh my God. I think definitely the insecurities that Alexis is going through, right? I think that always kind of we always have it somewhat in our heads of like, are you attracted to this person? I remember being in relationships and looking at my partners like, oh, you think my friend's hot? Oh, you think, oh, really? You think they're hot? Like just to like mess with them, just to see what they say, or just at least, or just to see if they'll give you that validation of like, no, baby, it's you. You're the only one. You're like, okay. And I think that happens a lot in relationships. Um, kind of we say things and do things just to get that validation from our partner. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think, and it kind of, takes you through this little drama moment. But in this case, it's a big drama that happens. But I think people are really going to resonate with that aspect of like, that's you, you're always like, making, asking me of like, oh, I think this person's hot, or no, that's you. You're always like, question. But I think people will definitely see a lot of them our own insecurities as humans and relationships in it, and just kind of resonate with that, and just laugh, that you're not we're not the only ones, right? Everyone kind of experiences that, and it's good to see that, that you're not the only one. It's like, oh, okay, there, this must be a normal thing.